Hi guys, Piotr here, it's LiteFinance Global YouTube channel, and again, it's my pleasure to be with you. Well, we are going to discuss the price action technical analysis for the beginners, actually the chart setup, but I truly believe it's not gonna be useful only for the beginners. If you are a medium advanced, or if you are even advanced, you know, sometimes we do have these losing streaks, and sometimes we have to take the step back or few steps back, and we have to rethink what we've been doing. So I truly believe that today's video is going to bring some value also for those top advanced traders as well. Well, the thing is that you have to, whatever you do, you have to work with the very clean chart, right? In that case, I'm going to share with you what I'm doing to have the clean chart. As you probably know, as you already know, I'm not using the indicators. I'm not using trading indicators. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use them at all. If you think that indicators might be useful for you, then it could be another filter, right? But well, again, we have to have very clean chart. In that case, if you prepare yourself to make top-down analysis, then, well, that's very important to know what lines on your chart, especially if you are a short-term trader, intraday trader, day trader, you have to know what the particular horizontal line or trending line means for you. In that case, as you can see, we are going to start with the monthly chart of the euro dollar, and in that case I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. So when it comes to the monthly chart, I'm going to use the red color, right? It's a very important, because well, even if I'm going to switch lower, I know that I'm going to work, especially if the price is going to approach a red line, then I know it's very important because it's a monthly important level, right? So even if I do the day trading, if I'm going to execute the trade from the 1 minute chart, it's going to be very important for me, that if, for example, we are somewhere here, right? And for example, I'm working with the long setup, then I'm going to rethink the long setup, because we are approaching strong possible supply based on the monthly chart, right? That's very important. That's what I'm working with. Then again, if we are going to go lower, if we are going to go to the weekly chart, I'm going to use the blue color, right? So in case of the weekly chart, if I'm going to see the blue line, right, like this, I'm going to know that we are approaching strong supply or demand level based on the weekly chart. Then again, if we are going to be on a daily chart, and I'm going to use, as you know probably already, I'm using the green color, right? So that's also from the day trading perspective very significant levels based on the daily chart. And then if we are going to go lower, I might use either yellow, right, or I might use some kind of the purple lines, anything related to orange, yellow and purple lines. The difference between the red, blue and the green, right? So that's the basic stuff. If you wanna have clean charts, that's what you should do. You should differentiate, make the difference between the lines from the different time frames, right? That's the very important. That's the point number one. Then again, I'm not gonna use the indicators, but that could be your filter, right? what I'm gonna to do right now, I'm going to make some kind of the top-down analysis when it comes to the euro dollar. And what I usually do, I'm looking for some kind of the upper shadows, right? Some kind of the rejections, and I'm trying to figure it out, taking into the consideration the left side of the chart, what has happened, why I'm seeing on the higher time frame these upper shadows, right? So in that case, we are going to start with the monthly chart, and I'm wondering why we've seen some upper shadows over here, right? So, well, taking into consideration these upper shadows, I'm placing the lines based on the opening or closing levels. In that case, I'm going to place the line here, right? And it's going to be the red line because it's still monthly chart, right? I'm going to make it a little bit lower. So in that case, let's have a look what we have compared to the left side, right? Okay, that's very, very important. We've seen some levels over here, we've seen some swing low over here, and we've seen some shadows to the left side. All right, let's have a look closer because it could be important if we are talking about this swing low over here, right? What has happened here? That could be another important level because that was the breakdown candle. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to move and place another line based on this breakdown candle, right? Like this. All right? Okay? So in that case, we do have some kind of the zone over here, right? So that was the supply zone. Whenever you were doing your trades based on this zone, you were looking for some selling opportunities, right? Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the demand zone, and let's check these upper shadows and lower shadows and upper shadows again, and that was working as a possible demand. So let's place another monthly line like this, right? So as you can see, this month price action, you shouldn't be surprised what we see. But again, if you were watching my previous educational videos, you know that if we have something like this, right, and going higher, I would rather prefer to use these levels, not the top, as a possible supply or demand levels when it comes to, because it could work the same way like this. In that case, I would use this one, not that one, right? So in that case, I'm going to place another line where I think we might see some kind of the demand this type. So I have some zones, right, when it comes to the monthly chart. Let's switch lower. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the weekly chart. Let's make it like this, all right? So, well, in that case, if you do remember previous educational videos, if you haven't seen that, I strongly encourage you to watch first to get back and in time and watch what has happened, right? So in that case, I would look for some things related to this 121 in the past, right? Because once we broke that level here, right, any kind of the pullback into that level, that could produce most probably some kind of the buying opportunities. Once we broke through to the downside, again, that was the particular week over here, there was a possibility to work with supply, etc., etc., etc. All right, so we know where we are, and as you see right here, right now, based on the weekly chart, there is some breakdown. So let's place few additional lines. In that case, we are going to use the blue color, right? So it was the 1-to-1 probably like this, but then a little bit of the rally and breakdown. So in that case, you want to look for some kind of another equal wave to the downside, right? Like this, right? So in that case, we might look for the break to the downside. We are on a weekly chart, and if we are talking about some kind of the breakouts, breakdowns, we see exactly that the latest breakout was from here, right? So in that case, let's have a look what we have here. Boom. All right, boom shakalak. Blue color. All right, so that's how we work with the top-down analysis. Well, it's quite important level if we are looking to the left side of the chart. All right, pretty nice. What about the weekly possible supply? Well, in that case, most probably we can discuss these last 2 week highs, as you can see over here, and the previous week, right? So in that case, what we are looking for some kind of the possible supply level. We are looking for some kind of the levels related to the possible supply bringing us down towards levels below 114. So let's clean the chart a bit. Right? Now, we can place another possible supply level a little bit higher based on swing low and based on the breakdown candle, right? So we have our possible supply zone over here. Now, switching lower to the daily chart, what we have here? Well, I would strongly encourage you to watch the latest price action when it comes to the breakouts, breakdowns. In that case, we are going to place the possible supply line a little bit lower compared to the weekly chart, and in that case it's going to be somewhere here. So as you can see, we are creating for ourselves some possible supply. When it comes to the demand zone to the downside, right, what we are looking for? We are looking for this breakout over here, right? So in that case, we are going to make this type of the possible, there you go, of the possible demand somewhere here. So basically doing this stuff, top-down analysis, using only horizontal lines, trying to take into the consideration the latest price action, right? We might easily, going lower and lower and lower, prepare ourselves for the day trading setups. Now, first foremost, do your own research, do your own homework. That's number one. And if you are a day trader, what you have to learn is that day trading doesn't mean that you have to trade each and every day. Day trading means that you have to take your opportunity, you have to take your chance over the course of the day, but of course you have to be flat towards the end of the day, right? With that being said, I strongly encourage you to go through, to rethink what you did already, and maybe, I'm pretty sure, not maybe, I'm pretty sure you are going to find the value in this video. Please like and subscribe. Wish you great next trading day, and see you around. Take care and goodbye.